Yep, it is. Hold on, everybody.
They can't hear you.
Oh,
There we go. We got sound.
hold on. I gotta. Oh wait, this one's you. Oh wait, that one's not. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, that's
Joey.
test. How does it not? Okay.
What's going on, Joey? Gisla, welcome. Jacob Treviños, welcome.
What up, everybody? Thanks you. Thanks you. I said. Hold on. Let me make sure the cam. Okay, there we go.
There it is.
Can you hear us now? What up, Joey? What up, Jacob? Sorry about that. I don't know. Okay, well, let me do this real quick. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you guys heard that first.
So anyway, in the beginning, I was teasing some videos that I
do that again.
I'm not doing that again. That was just okay. I'll do it again.
Okay, one more time.
One more time. I'm gonna do it just because you guys didn't get to hear it and it was kind of funny. So people are walking in the courtroom and like, I'm so afraid of Trump. I'm so afraid. If you understood where I came from, you understand where I live. You'll know. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so afraid of him. Anyway, you guys are pendejos.
Oh, that was good. That was funny.
Anyway.
Okay. So here's the thing is, so I found this post that, I'm not going to say who shared it, but,
I shared it.
No, not that one. The other one. But anyways, here's the thing is like, normally I wasn't really a political person, but I've been watching a lot of things.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat what I said. We weren't going to talk about this anymore. We were done talking about politicals. We were done talking about, democracy. We were talking about the Republicans. We were done talking about all this. But it's getting to the point where now it's just ridiculous. It's retarded. And no, it's retarded. Anyway, it's not, it's just dumb now. It's just becoming funny. And now everybody's just cracking jokes. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Actually, we got to talk tomorrow. Make sure you come in tomorrow about 11 o'clock. We're doing that Ronapalooza again. So, anyway, so today we're really going to make fun of you. We're going to make, we're going to make you happy. We're going to make you laugh, or we're going to make you mad and make you cry. Doesn't matter. But today is all about making political statements.
Okay. So I found a post that I shared it because it really made me think. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I saw that, dude. I'm like, wait a minute.
What?
Alyssa Milano.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Girl, stop. Just stop. You gave in your Tesla because you're a liberal. You gave in your Tesla to get a Volkswagen electric. Electric that still came from the same person that gave you the Tesla. A Volkswagen that was actually created in Germany for Hitler. Let that sink in.
Amen. Okay, so back to this post.
What do you tell?
So it's just, to me, it's like, how do I put it? Democrats, and I'm not saying everybody's like this. I'm saying the ones that are not paying attention.
They have the biggest voice.
Exactly. They're the ones
that don't even know what's going on have the biggest voice.
So the post says, in case you're having trouble keeping up, here is a summary of basically what's been happening within the first 100 days. So Trump says, I'm cutting wasteful spending by our government. Now, tell me who's the last president to actually want to do that?
Reagan. Exactly. 1985.
Okay. And then it says Democrats. It says impeach him. Oh, come on. Don't text me during the podcast. It says Democrats. Impeach him. Oh, my Lord. I literally just said don't text.
It's your wife. She wants your dingling.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's for pictures.
Oh, maybe they want your dingling.
Can I finish this? Impeach. You're making this post not even worth pointless. You're making this pointless. Let me finish. Okay, you know what? I'll just let you guys read it.
Let's put it on there and then read it.
Okay. Okay, so impeach him. We told you that Trump would be a dictator on day one. How is he dictating anything? He's doing what he said he was going to do. And it's like, what are you guys talking about? And then it says, Elon, we are $36 trillion in debt. Let's find ways to cut government spending. Okay. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Look at Michelle. She puts the squirrels in. Hey, what up, Jacob? What up, JR? Michelle, what's going on? And then it says Democrats. No one voted for Elon Musk.
Elon Musk was. Oh,
no fucking duh, you morons. Nobody said anything about
He's
that.
there for support. And let me tell you, Trump or Elon are not getting paid in this term. Nobody's getting paid for this term.
Exactly.
They're doing this for free.
Exactly.
You
nobody's
way beyond.
Nobody's getting paid in this situation. Like, chill. And
Dems are crybabies.
Yeah. What?
Jacob, because Dems are crybabies.
Yeah, they are.
Definitely.
And then it says, RFK Jr., I want you to make America healthy again. Okay, yes, everybody does.
Get rid of Fauci.
And then it says
online too.
I know.
You shit.
And then I've heard. And then it says Democrats. What? No, you can't do that. Why not? Why can't we? You guys are the morons that put us in this situation. Because of Fauci.
What's up, Diego?
Oh,
what's up, Papa?
Actually, that's one thing that I read too is somebody posted, nobody hired Elon Musk. Nobody hired Fauci, whatever his fucking name was. But he was still in the picture, causing all this COVID shit, which we found out was actually made in Wuhan, China. Wasn't that true?
That is very true. Which he brought here because he wanted to use it since 1955 when they first had it. Now he wanted to use it as a scare tactic. Mm-hmm. So people could do that 6 feet distancing, the mask, which he admitted never worked in the first place.
Exactly.
That was just to have control and control people.
Exactly.
That had not that whole code, put your mask on, stay 6 feet apart, get your shots.
Exactly.
None of it works. None of it. He admitted that none of that worked.
Yep.
And the Congress said, well, since we have proof that it doesn't work, well, maybe you should do some time in prison.
Exactly. And then it says, Trump, I will be putting 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada for refusing to work with America to stop the trafficking of deadly drugs coming into our country. Okay, that's fine with me.
It's okay.
But Democrats says, what the fuck? Americans will now have to pay higher prices for avocados and Coronas. I did hear that, and I'm not even lying about that. They did say
they're worried about
avocados and Coronas. Seriously. But they're not worried about Americans'
They're
health.
not worried about drugs and killing kids and everything else that comes in between.
Yep.
They're worried about avocados and Coronas.
Exactly.
You guys are brilliant. It doesn't make any damn sense.
And then it says, oh, hold on, let me delete this because this is making, hold on, Pete. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me turn this over. I'll be right back. Just a tad so space.
So yeah, I really don't believe half of the Democrats back in 2022 was it? Yes.
Yeah.
They said, and everything that Trump is doing now, they wanted to do in 2022.
Exactly.
But now things are changing, and now Trump is in charge, and now they're having a heart attack for doing what they wanted to do back in 2022. How does this make sense?
Yeah.
I almost swore. How does this make sense?
Here's the thing that I thought was really hilarious was Tulsi, or however you say their name. We should discuss the U.S. DoD funded biolabs in Ukraine. Democrats, oh hell no, Tulsi, whatever their name is Putin's puppet. Okay, well then what was Fauci? Probably the same thing. So, and then Trump,
How?
I'm deporting criminals who are in our country illegally. All right, well, do that then. I'm for that because, and again, we're going to go back to this. There's no country on earth that allows you to go in there free. There's no way, unless you live out in the desert or something. But that you will get caught eventually.
Okay, so hang on.
Here's the thing.
Hang on real quick.
What's that?
So let's talk about the Cubans.
Okay.
I remember in the news.
What up, Isaac? What up, Michelle and Diego?
I remember them saying, if you're on a boat and if you can make it to American soil, you can stay here. You can earn your citizenship. You can do blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
But if you get caught, you spend the rest of your life in prison in Cuba. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah. That's true. That does make sense.
But the Mexicanos that
it makes
are
sense
here,
and then don't make sense at the same time.
but the Mexicans that are here doing a righteous thing and trying to do something righteous, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They still have to go back.
Right.
They still have to pay their money. They still have to pay their dues. But the Cubans jump off a boat and swim the rest of the way, and they actually make it into shark-infested waters. If they make it, they get to stay.
The only thing behind that,
I don't know.
The only thing behind that, I think, is because if you can make it through shark-infested waters, you deserve to stay here. Because
what do you think Mexico is?
No, I'm saying because Mexico, you climb a wall. There's no sharks over there.
The Gulf of
Unless
Mexico?
you go. Oh yeah,
they swim there.
Part.
Through the rivers, they got all kinds of infested stuff in those waters.
Well, if they do that,
easy. And you got cartels that shoot you. I mean, come on.
That's true.
How does that make that difference?
Yeah,
make that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't make sense.
You get ripped by the border patrol.
Yeah. So here's another one. So I'm deporting criminals who are in our country illegally. Okay. But then Democrats say, who will pick our crops? Migrant workers that are already hired?
Wait, hold up. So who would pick our crops
legally?
Meaning who would pick our crops? Meaning you're still wanting the migrants here just to pick your crops.
Or that, yeah.
How insensitive is that?
That's
Mexicans
true.
are more than just farmers.
Right, but
it doesn't mean just because they're over here that they deserve to be in the field. They deserve to have a righteous living just the way we do.
Here's another thing. So that means they're more worried about who's going to pick their crops than somebody that's going to be out there murdering somebody.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Let's worry about that first. Let's worry about
our food and not the people who are selling crack and shit to our kids and putting stuff in kids' cavities and selling them.
America first, people. Come on. Get your shit together.
And there's machines to do the work. It's just some farmers can't afford it.
This other one right here. It says, RFK Jr., I want to put an end to the rise of chronic diseases in children. And this is the stupidest one I've heard. Hey, dummy, that is literally what Big Pharma's job. That's Big Pharma's job.
It is. But Fauci being part of the big pharmaceutical.
Yeah, that's where he messed it up.
See, that's the part is Fauci was big on that pharmaceutical to help people. But now because he found out a secret of how to use the scare tactics from since 1936 to 1955, using the scare tactic, now he used it, past couple of years with the COVID virus.
Yep.
Also with the H1N1. Yep. With the rhinovirus, with everything else.
So that's a good thing that you said that. Now, us growing up in 70s, 80s, and 90s,
we had chickenpox and the flu.
Chickenpox, the flu, pneumonia every once in a while. I've had that. Do you remember scabies? Scabies. What else was that? I mean, there wasn't like
herpes.
I didn't have herpes.
I'm just saying that back in the day. Carry that shit like luggage.
Okay, I get it. Anyway, so there's just so much stuff that was around at that time, but it's like they're just coming up with shit just to have something to do.
It's just to scare people.
Exactly, and it's like
they put all these technical terms in there to make it sound scary. When all it is your typical flu.
Exactly.
Just your typical, your little cough or your little bronchitis or whatever it may be. It's something really small. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they're using it as a scare tactic to scare people.
Yep.
Now people need to stand up and go, you know what? I know it's just a cough. I know what it is. I don't need this big pharmaceutical brand, to put chemicals in me. I don't need the shot to sit there and say, hey, I need this because I'm going to die. We're all going to die sometime, but I'll be damned if it's going to be some pharmaceutical telling me I'm going to die because of what they put in me.
Okay. So, yeah, let's do our sponsor video real quick, and we'll return in just a few. Our sponsors are Papa John's, located at 280 North River Avenue, Holland, Michigan. Give them a call, 616-355-7272. Southside Cuts, located at 114 West 16th and 375 Columbia Avenue. Give them a call, 616-836-7502 for your next haircut. Pure West Compassion Club, located at 9730 Adams Street, right here in Holland. Give them a call, 616-772-9420 if you have any questions. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Marty's in. Marty Villa.
Marty.
We missed you. I know. Maybe. Never mind.
So the egg cost.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to that point real quick. So it says. Okay, so it says Trump. Hold on, let me get to that screen. So it says Trump. We should look into ending all income taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. Okay, that's a good ass idea.
But did he do that already?
Huh?
He did that already.
I know. And then it says Democrats. What the fuck? What about egg prices? Okay, so egg prices went up because of the bird flu that they had to kill off millions of birds, eggs, hens, whatever you want to call eggs. Probably kill all those eggs, smash them all. So now they got to make up for all the loss. So that's exactly why the prices went up. One of the reasons why the prices went up.
Well, the other reason was because
now they got to play catch up.
Well, now because the other reason is because the hens are now identifying as roosters. That's why the prices went up. So the ones who are actually doing what they have to do are actually giving out,
What up, Juan?
What up, dude? But so now they're identifying as roosters. So yeah, the egg prices are going up. It's a joke. People smile. Anyway, so if you guys would do your research, so Mexico, when hens or chickens lay eggs, they do not wash their eggs because when they lay the eggs, the eggs have a film over the shell as a protection, so it can last 6 months longer than eggs here in America. Because here in America, they wash the eggs, they wash off that coating. Okay, they wash it off. So now the eggs don't last that long.
Yeah.
Mexico got smart. They said we're not washing eggs because that coat that comes out when they hatch, it protects the egg, and it can stay fresh for up to 6 months. Now, once you wash that egg, it will not be protected anymore. So now, your egg will not last. So that's just a little FYI.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Again, we do research. That's what we do. We do research.
Well, that's a good thing to look at.
Well, that's why, the other thing is because they want to sit there. Another scare tactic is they're using eggs. Just like they did toilet paper. Just like they did NyQuil. Just like they did all these other, the Sudafed. And they did all this other stuff. Tylenol, ibuprofen.
Remember Tylenol when in the 80s or something like that, when there was going around and supposedly killing people?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Was that even true?
No. Because it's a scare tactic.
Yeah, I wondered.
Acetaminophen. That's what it was. Acetaminophen was killing people. No, it was a misuse of acetaminophen, which is just, your Sudafed, your Tylenol. And they were mixing it in with the cocaine, and not that I know, but I mean, they were mixing it up with, different things they shouldn't have.
It could have been.
But they were mixing stuff in with other stuff that they shouldn't have, which the acetaminophen was giving you heart attacks and it was killing your liver. So it was the people's fault, not the pharmaceutical.
Right. That's true. So
because people are dumbasses.
As we move on, that is, people are dumb. People are stupid. Not everybody, but most.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're willing to put an object in your arm mixed
Yeah.
with different chemicals just to get a high,
Right.
you're a fucking moron.
Exactly. Okay, so Elon, we should investigate how members of Congress low making low-end six-figure salaries become multimillionaires. No fucking duh. How in the hell are people that make $200,000 end up with 6 million? How does that happen?
It's called investment.
No, it's not. Because half of those people aren't even investing in anything. Like Pelosi,
Oh, yeah, okay, yes.
people
All right.
like her. There's no way she made that much money in that short time period, unless she saved all of her money.
No,
But they're saying per year now.
no, but that's people giving her money as support.
Well, they're looking into that, and then it says Democrats panic. Billionaire Musk will have access to your home address and social security number. No, he won't.
That is a
That
lie.
has nothing to do with that.
That is a lie.
That's another way. Hey, what up, James Thomas? How you doing, mijo?
Another scare tactic.
We're doing good, mijo. Hope you're doing awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a scare tactic because I just feel like a lot of people are, trying to find ways just to basically that they know that what they're doing is correct. When have you ever really noticed or ever heard? Okay, let me backtrack for a second. Back in from 2020 to 2024, when Biden was in office, when did you ever see? Excuse me. When did you ever see or ever hear of them thinking we're spending too much? Let's look into this. Let's see where it's coming from.
That never came out of their mouth.
Not once did they ever do that because they knew they were making money off of all that.
Especially
Somebody
sending money
was.
overseas.
And sending money overseas to dumb shit. Look up Doge and you will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I just sent you something about that.
Oh, well, let me play it then. Oh, let me finish this real quick and we'll get to that. There's only a few left.
A few hundred. I told you, keep flipping. I told you.
Oh, no, we're right here.
More than a few.
We're right here. So, RFK Jr. says, we need to ban toxic
What's up,
dyes
Gary?
and bring awareness to the negative impacts of fluoride in our water. That part they've been doing for years.
They've been doing that for years.
That part I don't
The
care.
chlorine, the fluoride. They've been
The
doing that for
dye
years.
part, like that.
Thank you, Michelle.
What is that? Red 40?
Yes,
Something
the
like
red
that?
40 off the M&Ms
They need to
and
get
the
rid of
nerds
that.
and everything else.
Yes, I'm Squirrel. What up, Carrie? What up, Tim Guffey? What up, dude? I saw him the other day. Where was I at? Oh, here. Democrats. Someone stop him. He is a crazy conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
I'm
Lord, aren't
thinking
we
all the conspiracy theorists were coming from the Democrats because they wanted to make up anything they wanted as if it felt, or just to make sure it fell and made them look good.
Exactly. What's up, Paco?
What up, Paco? How you doing? Okay, let's do. Okay, so we got Trump. I am protecting women's sports by signing an executive order to ban biological males from biological female sports, which I 100% agree on. 100% agree on that. Horrible. Only evil people would do such awful things to transgender women. Are you guys really that stupid?
Wow. Okay. So anyway,
Read that.
I'm
sorry, I got excited.
Yeah, we're like excited. The table moved. Anyway,
Oh man.
look. Okay, this goes back to that boxer in the ring. Full-blown
Oh
man,
yeah.
and he's proud of hitting a woman that was half his size. He's bouncing around saying, "Yeah, I'm number one. I'll challenge anybody."
Male
Well,
and female.
Yeah, what woman's gonna challenge a man in a
Hold on,
ring?
let me say it. I gotta say it.
Do it. I dare you.
There's only two genders. Now shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up about that. I'm done. I'm done with that. Male and female. There's no transgenders. That's called transitioning into whatever that is. Whatever they want to be.
What do they
That's-
identify as?
Yeah, whatever they identify as. Stop it. Just stop. Look it up. Quit being stupid.
The Bible tells us there's even Jesus and God said there's only two genders, male and female.
Why do I gotta? Why do we have to tell you that? Why do we have to explain that to you? I'm not saying all Democrats are like that. There are ones that agree, but the ones that don't, get it in your head. Get it in your head. And it's not. It's male and female. That's all there is. They may be born as, what is that called? With both
Hermaphrodite?
hermaphrodites. You pick one if you can.
Yes, he is. Fierro, he is heated. He's pretty upset.
Not really heated. It's more of a get the point across.
Oh no, you're mad.
Yeah, I'm mad.
No, you're mad.
No, it's just I'm just tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of how ridiculous it is. And then you got those New Hampshire teenagers that are trying to fight the government to allow.
Calm down, Dad.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just.
Dude, those. Oh my God! Don't even speak about them because that is just totally retarded.
No, I'm going to say it because how stupid it is. So there's these two students in, I think it's New Hampshire, that are trying to fight Trump's executive order to allow transgenders, to keep that going. You're going to lose.
You're gonna lose.
You're not going to win that, so you might as well not even try it. You're
damn! Ha! I got my Snickers. I had my Snickers. I had my Snickers today.
Oh, that was good. Damn it, my thing turned up. There it goes. Hold on, I gotta reset mine. What happened here?
He's grabbing Snickers. You're acting like a transgender.
My thing set. Oh, there it goes.
That's awesome.
Hold on a minute. Why did my video do that? Oh, there it is.
He says, "Love you, carnal."
Why does it say?
That means love you, brother. For your
I'm not
non-speaking
live.
people,
Oh yeah.
non-Spanish-speaking people.
Who said that?
Elias,
Why is it doing that? It's not letting me go back on.
well, you're on here.
Am I live?
Worry about this. Worry about your phone last.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, that's,
Sorry, people. He squirrel.
I don't
He's a
know why I
squirrel.
did that.
He gets distracted very easily.
What the? I don't know what happened here. Am I live?
You're live because you're still on my phone. You're still on the
How the
computer.
hell did I do that?
Both computers.
Hold on, let me. Okay, here.
Happy?
I don't know why it's doing.
You sounded like
It's
one of
not
those
even-
girls that were
See?
protesting in the
Hold
court.
on, let me do something.
You don't have any idea what I was going through. My phone won't work. It's Trump's fault.
Grab a Snickers.
No, buddy.
You're acting like a
Snickers.
transgender. That's the funniest shit in a long time. Thank you. Appreciate that. But anyways, what the fuck? Now it's not letting me.
He said, "Yeah, I love your live, bro."
Who said that?
Elias.
Oh, there it is. I got it back. I'm back. Okay, so now I'm back. Okay, let me finish reading this real quick, and then we'll go to that thing that. Anyway, hold on. Where was that? All right, I got one more. So it says. Oh. So I got Elon. Should we audit the IRS next? Which they're about to do.
Actually, they raided the IRS today.
Yeah,
They went in there
oh,
and they
that's
told
right,
you
they
to put
did.
your hands up and do not touch any computers.
Yep.
Get
I
up
did
from your
read about
desk and move out of the office.
that. Yep, I did hear
And they're
that.
collecting all information. And Trump said, word for word, we are doing this to everyone.
Mhm.
Everybody deserves to be treated equally, and we're doing this to everyone, not just certain people.
Because the government from the last 4 years were spending money where they shouldn't have been spending.
Yeah.
So
Who
they're
spent
trying to
$7
figure
million
out
on
where-
condoms for another country.
And another thing I found out is they were sending $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. Who the fuck cares about that?
Oh, the transgender show in, what was it? Across seas. Not Ukraine.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was another, they did a show
wanna
across seas in
say somewhere over
Europe or something. Excuse me. They did another show and they spent over $80 million on a transgender show.
I'm going to go to that thing you shared. Was that a messenger you said that?
Yes. Like, seriously.
This one?
I would have to look. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'll find
So
it.
definitely, Yeah, you're live, bro. Okay, thank you. Oh, I just saw that. I'm sorry. Anyways, but yeah, I think a lot of things have been happening. Like they were trying to say that Trump was doing some things that you know what I'm going to find them on YouTube. I'm actually going to play some of these.
Please. Some of this stuff is funny as
It's funny because people like most people are not like they're just complaining just to complain. You're not even doing research to find out what's actually happening or what was happening.
Oh, I didn't send it to you.
So,
I didn't send it. Sorry, bro.
so President Trump actually signs executive order today for the energy bill that he's been waiting to do.
Yes.
So that's good. So yeah,
So I'm going to tell you guys right now, before I forget, before I really forget.
let's watch the All-Star game from 1987. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to say this as calmly as I can. You guys better hurry up and buy your weed in Houston.
Do what?
Buy weed from Houston.
All right, let's go back. Why?
Okay?
Why is that?
Because they said they are holding in storage 400 tons of weed. And the only ones who are getting a good whiff of it are the rats who are eating it.
Or the what? The
Rats.
rats? Why are they doing it?
The rats?
No, why are they hoarding it?
Because they don't want it to get out, but he goes, we need to get to work. Meaning he wants people to buy from them.
Well, then I guess we're not buying from them because it's who knows where it's coming from.
I would say Mexico.
Probably. Oh, well, then it probably has drugs in it.
It's weed. Weed. It probably has drugs in it. It's weed.
I'm saying, like,
Bob,
maybe that's well. They better stop telling people that shit.
they want people to go buy from them.
No, I'm saying, what if they get raided? For 'cause they're right there by the damn borders.
They got here. I'm gonna put this on the speaker. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I could have played that right here. How much are you gonna? Look, I could play
In
it.
storage. The rats are the only ones enjoying it. So let's go to work.
Here, let me play it.
Just one example. We got 400,000
Hold on, let me
pounds of
take that up.
marijuana in storage. Rats are the only one.
Hold on, I'll play it right here. Because it keeps cutting out on your end. Uno momento, people. Uno momento. Right here. Yeah, no. I speak Spanish now. All right, ready? Oh, hold on. Quit shooting, I'm on the wrong thing.
That the rats are the only ones enjoying it. So let's go to work.
Why is that not playing?
Just one example. We got
Oh, there it goes.
400,000 pounds of marijuana in storage. That the rats are the only ones enjoying it. So let's go to work. Just one example. We got 400,000 pounds of marijuana in storage. That the rats are the only ones enjoying it. So go to
I'm
work.
just definitely
Just one example. We
laughing
got
because of all this stuff that
400,000
people are
pounds of
say
marijuana
that.
let me
in
find
storage.
this one show.
That the rats are the only ones enjoying it.
You can't tell us that we're in debt
So,
when we're holding on to
let's go to work.
400,000 pounds of
Just
marijuana.
one example. We
Exactly.
got 400,000
Just sell it.
pounds of marijuana
Here's a live one
in
in here.
The
storage.
region that has been
Let's see
controlled
what
by
happens.
The only
Iranian-backed
ones
terrorists,
enjoying
Hamas, who have brutalized
So,
not just Israelis but
let's go to work.
Palestinians too.
Just
It is
one
because
example.
of
We
Hamas
got
that you see those images on that
400,000
screen. That Gaza has become
pounds
a
of
demolition
marijuana
site because Hamas
in
launched that
storage.
brutal attack
You can't hear.
on
The
Israel on
rats are
October
the
the
only
7th. And so
ones
again,
enjoying
I
it.
would stress President
So,
Trump wants to ensure that
let's
this
go to
can be a
work.
place
Just
where
one
all
example.
people
We got
can live in peace. He
400,000
is a peacemaker in chief. He
pounds
made that
of
very clear in
marijuana
his first term.
in
And
storage.
as for how that will
That
be
the rats
accomplished,
are
the
the only
president and his
ones
team are
enjoying
talking
it.
with our allies in the region
So,
to consider next
let's
steps.
go to
Should
work.
the American people be prepared to
it's
see
one,
U.S.
two.
military on the ground fighting a ground war against Hamas?
Again, the president has not committed to U.S.
Mine's not
troops
even
in the
that
region.
But it is an option.
I have said that the president has not committed to that yet. Sure.
Guess this is it.
Let me just
Yeah,
follow up
yeah, I
on that.
guess
So
it is.
why not rule
I'm leaving
out
now.
the idea of committing U.S. troops? This has been a long-standing argument that the president
Sorry about that,
has made
people.
really over the
I
last
forgot to
decade
turn
or
that one
so,
off.
talking about endless wars and not something the U.S. wants. Why not rule out?
Because I think the president is very good when he's making deals and negotiating not to rule out anything because he wants to preserve that leverage in negotiations. And so I think that's what he's doing here.
If I
Mary.
can follow up on that, though, he also said that everyone loves this plan. He said that in the Oval Office this morning.
It's true.
In fact,
This is also the room that
the Deputy Prime Minister of Jordan
they're
called
allowing
it the declaration of war on the
content
Arab people.
creators,
So how does he square the
podcasters,
fact that even
anybody
some
can
Republicans
come
on
in
the
and
Hill
ask questions.
are objecting to this or questioning this? How does he square the
I'm
fact
not
saying
saying all those
everyone
people
loves
are,
this?
but
Well,
this is
King
what they're
Abdullah of
spot.
Jordan will be here next week, so I can provide you more context on the conversations he will have directly with the President of the United States after that meeting. And I would just point out that there's been a lot of leaders and officials all around the world who have doubted, I suppose,
This
the
lady
deal-making
right here
ability of President Trump.
is one of the
You
smartest
heard the
people-
Panama
or not- well,
leader
she's smart,
saying
but
that
I mean, like,
he would not
she will put you in your
agree to
place.
some of the concessions that he has now
Because
made because of Secretary Rubio's
she
visit. You had the
knows
Colombian
everything
president
that's
saying he
going
wouldn't
on.
accept
You will
flights
not
of
stump
Colombian
her.
illegal nationals
She
who
has
have
an answer
entered
for
into our
everything.
country illegally,
Unlike the
and those
Biden
flights are underway.
administration,
So
who that
actions
one
speak louder
lady
than words.
who
Dasha.
had to say she was black,
You said the president
even
has
though
been
we're
working on this
as if we were
idea
blind.
for a while behind the
We're
scenes
like, we
now.
didn't know that.
Is there a written
always
plan
had to
based on
announce
the
that.
president's proposal for Gaza?
And never could
if
answer
so,
anything.
when was
Always
it
had to
drafted
say,
and who
I don't
had
have an
hand in
answer
that?
for that.
The
I don't
plan
have
was
an
written
answer
in
for
the
that.
president's
I don't-
remarks
that's
last
all
night
she
as
did.
he revealed it to the world and to the American people,
How
and
does
his
that make
team
any
are
sense to you guys?
continuing to be engaged on
But
this
you have to
effort.
remember,
I saw
she
the National
studies
Security
both
Advisor
parts
this morning.
of the democracy and Republicans. She studies both sides because she wants to understand what's actually happening and what's right and what's wrong.
Exactly.
So she wants to speak on what's right. And when people are wrong, they're wrong.
To me, it's like I mean, she's smart. She knows what she's talking about. She has an answer for everything that they ask her. She's prepared. You know, it's like the lady before her, the one that was with Biden. She just didn't have an answer for anything. She always had to throw in that she was trans or gay. I mean, sorry,
Oh,
that
yeah.
she was gay. She had to throw that in there for no damn reason that had nothing to do with the freaking question. To me, it was like, no one gives a shit. So, I just don't understand that. I just don't get that. What do you think about that?
Technically, look, this girl comes out and she says, "This is my job. This is what I do. This is what I have to do. This is what I have to announce, and I will announce this, and I will tell people who are right and who are wrong. Even if you are on my party, I will tell you you're wrong." The other lady, I'm black, I'm queer, and you're gonna hear what I have to say, and that's bottom line. And oh yeah, I gotta read this. Oh, what question? So the other day nobody gives a shit, and she couldn't even stay on cue. This girl is direct. She's aggressively on point, and she will tell doesn't hesitate to answer any questions whatsoever. Again,
Exactly.
she studies both parts,
This lady,
both parties.
this lady is basically exactly what the country needs to hear, because again, she will put you in your place. She will answer your questions, and she will make sure she gives you the correct answer. So, one thing that I want to say that a lot of people apparently don't understand the whole DEI thing, and I thought of a way of maybe this is the way I can remember it, or maybe it's just something that I was thinking about. But in order to explain it, the way I thought it went was this way. Okay, so the DEI, yes, it protects against
Again.
discrimination of how it was against sex, whatever religion you are,
It really
race, things of that.
didn't really protect anything.
So here's the thing:
Bring
go
me
get
some.
your twisted teas and
Go-
bring me one.
Bring me one. Bring the book back, damn it.
Yeah, no, I could use one. But anyway, so think of this. Think of this. So you have the discrimination that, okay, so say you're hiring, say you got a gay man or women, a black guy, an Asian guy, a Hispanic man, whatever,
They all go to the bar.
they all, anyways, they're up for interviews. So with the DEI, they can, and this is just what I think it is. I'm not saying this is correct, but this was just a way of me thinking of how it works. So you got that list that, okay, they go for an interview. The gay guy doesn't get the job. The black guy gets the job. The Hispanic guy gets a second interview. Blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Hang on. It's because you're never fucking here. Don't start bitching. If you're not here, don't bitch. Just bring us the 12-pack and we'll be straight.
Oh. Yeah. What the heck? Okay. So get your ass over here, boy. Anyway.
There's that hillbilly Ben I know.
no, there he is. Anyway. Okay, so say you got, that list of people. And so say one of them, okay, thinks, okay, I didn't get hired because I'm gay. Now you can go file a lawsuit against this company because you think they didn't hire you because you were gay. No, we didn't hire you because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So now with the merit base, hold on, let me finish because this makes so much sense. Because the merit base now, if you have that same setup, you have no, if you're not good at the job, I'm not going to hire you. I don't care who you are. But you have that same list. The gay guy has the perfect, is really good at the job, knows what he's doing. And then you got the Hispanic guy that's saying, oh, you didn't hire me because I'm Hispanic. No, I didn't hire you because you don't know what you're doing. You've never done this before. I need somebody that's experienced. So that's pretty much what the base of that was to hire the person that knows what they're doing, has had 5 to 10 years experience, instead of having to train somebody new. Yes, maybe you got to do some training, but if you have somebody that already knows what they're doing, wouldn't you hire them first over somebody that doesn't have experience and you have to spend more money training them? I think that would go towards the guy that knows what they're doing.
Mm.
So that's exactly pretty much what that is.
So, so again, since our last show, I did.
And again, we're not here making fun of
We're
people.
not making fun of people. We're
just
just putting facts and some opinions in there. But anyway, I ran a couple stores. Okay, personally, I don't give two shits who you are, how you are, which you did. I don't care what you do, even if you did drugs. Don't care. Can you do the job I'm asking you to do? Now, I'm not racist, but a black guy comes in. Do you know how to change oil?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. All right. Well, you want my application? Nope. I'm going to give you 3 cars to work on. You work on those cars. If you get past those 3 cars, I'll hire you. Mm-hmm. Well, tell me why I had to call an ambulance after the first car.
What the hell? What?
Well, because he's in a pit. The car's right above him.
Yeah.
And we have a rolling tray
Mm-hmm.
that carries the oil. The oil goes from the tray onto the little rail that goes into a bucket or a barrel
Mm-hmm.
for the used oil. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even I knew that, and I didn't work there.
So, here it is.
Of course, because I delivered and worked for O'Reilly's for 75 years.
There's 3 steps to get up into the catwalk.
Yeah.
And there's a steel wall. It has to hold up, 5,000-pound car or a truck. So it's all steel with cement.
Yeah.
Tell me why I called an ambulance. As he's pulling the tray, he's looking at the tray.
It hits him in the face.
Right here.
Oh, shit.
He starts bleeding. Tell me why he's trying to get off the catwalk. The wall's this high. Your head's this high. You can see the car, the tires.
Mm-hmm.
The wall's this high.
Yeah.
You got to bend down to get to the catwalk.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me why he walked straight and knocked himself out.
Oh, my God.
We actually said, okay, look, accidents happen. It's all cool. Here's a bump cap, a construction hat.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a bump cap.
Mm-hmm.
So in case you hit your head, don't get hurt.
He took it off?
No.
Oh.
Tell me why. Going down the damn stairs, he's like, oh, I forgot my gloves. He turns around and hits the damn pole, blackens his eye.
What the fuck?
This is the day 2.
Oh,
This is
my
day 2.
gosh.
Day 2. Okay.
Wait, why was he there second day? No, I'm just kidding.
Accidents happen.
Oh,
It happens
okay.
all the time.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. Just to find out. One thing I tell people when you're getting hired, don't come to work high. Don't come to work drunk, because now I'm responsible.
Yeah.
I'm liable. Just to find out this kid was more dirtier than Biden was. Okay. This kid had so much weed in his system, it was pathetic.
Did he turn around and shake hands with ghosts?
He shook hands with Mr. Wrench
Oh wow.
because he was trying to take off an oil, the bolt
Oh yeah.
from the transmission pan, not the oil pan.
Mm.
We do oil changes, not transmission changes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it was so tight that when he forced it, he knocked himself out with the black eye. Now he's got a fat lip.
What the frick?
So I said, you know what, dude? This is not your job. This is not your job. Okay?
Yeah.
This is not your job. You gotta. It's not because you're black. I got plenty of black friends. I don't need you here
Oh, we
being
don't need to
being a big,
yeah,
huge liability.
Yeah.
So now, I got a gay person.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say whether it's a girl or guy. You want my application? Nope. I do hands-on.
Mhm.
You show me what you can do, I'll hire you. I don't give a shit what you are.
Right.
I'll give you 3 cars to work on. Same deal.
Mhm.
I'll give you 3 cars to work on.
Yep.
Well, put 'em
He
in
did the
pit.
same
The first
thing?
thing we do, well, the first thing I do is I put you in the pit. That's the dirtiest part of the job, is going into the pit.
Yeah.
Dirtiest part. So I give you that dirtiest part because you know what? If you get dirty and you go, oh, no, I can't do this, you walk off. If you're man
would've
enough,
fired him in a
sorry,
second.
if you are a person enough and you're big enough to handle the job, you stick it out.
Mm-hmm.
This person, how does a man grab a wrench? So let's just say this is a wrench. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a wrench. Guy holds a wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. This person, oh my God, it's so dirty. Oh my God, which way does it go? I thought you knew how to do the job.
Oh my lord. Okay.
I thought you knew how to do the job. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I only said it because I wanted a job. You can walk the fuck off this fucking floor, for one.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? No. Let me test you. Let's see if we can make you a host.
Mhm.
Make you a host of the shop. And, you can handle the people and you can handle the register. I'm not gonna stop that far. Here we go. The customer, disagreed with this person.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, they turn into Shanae and everybody else. Who you think you's talking to?
Oh my god. I hate when people do that.
So
I hate that no
the
matter who you
person-
are. Don't do that
the
crap.
person that was in the car, I knew.
Yeah.
And the person doesn't play. The person said, oh. Get away from the car.
The guy in the car yet again?
Yeah. He said, get away from the car.
Wow.
Person screamed, hands in the air, screaming like a dumbass, out the fucking door, in their car,
What up, Mario?
and took off. Never came back.
Wow.
So, let's go another one. You guys ready?
Yep.
Got this big muscular man. He works out every day. I can handle it. Okay, same deal. 3 cars in the pit. We didn't see him for 6 hours.
You didn't see him for 6 hours?
Yeah.
Where the frick was he at?
He was sleeping underneath the catwalk
Oh my god.
because he had a
Wow.
late night.
Jeez.
So he went to the pit and
Took a nap.
he put cardboard down and he laid on the cardboard and he went to sleep.
Wow. That's freaking. Yeah, that I would have fired him for definitely.
Oh no, we walked him out. There's
Oh, you
big
fired
muscle
him?
guy. Come on.
Damn.
Your job was 3 cars. That was it. I personally, that DEI stuff,
What up, Lenny?
I don't care about that stuff. Lenny, you need to call me, buddy. The Runapalooza is coming up, bud. I need to know if you're in. So my
Are you
job,
good, Mario?
my job was not the fact to judge people by what their application said.
shit, you just reminded me.
My job is to make sure that you can do the job safe and well.
Hold on.
Did you wear a shirt this time?
I wore this shirt. Mario.
Oh. So now Ben's getting naked. So anyway, my
All
job
right,
was to
check
make sure
this
that people
out.
can do the job.
There we go. Come on. Mario, wear your shirt. Check that out.
Yeah, that was what that gay person was wearing.
Really?
Play.
Check these out. Check these guns. Oh, sorry, you can see my nipples, but still.
Wow.
We'll cover those up. How about for real? We got your shirt. We're wearing it. Check.
Nobody wants to see that far down, Ben.
Hold on. Let me show my nipples.
Oh my God.
There we go. Check that out. Anybody looking for a shirt, get a hold of Mario Herrera on Facebook.
He does very good work.
They're actually pretty nice.
They're really nice.
I could show my guns. and everything.
Affordable. Not like some of these people, other people that are.
Check those guns out. Check my gun. Oh, I don't have guns. What am I talking about? Check my. I forget it.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, my job was to make sure people can do their jobs. I didn't give a shit what color, creed, or whatever you were, religion. Don't care. Do the job.
I don't care either. The point is, here the situation is. Okay, so there was a lot of people that were saying that the DEI, when they took it away, they were going to be allowed to discriminate. They're still not allowed to discriminate. The point is that when people are applying for work, they want to give companies the authorization pretty much to hire who they feel is best right for
they judge
the
by
company, character, the experience, and it doesn't go by your skin color. It doesn't go by who you are. It just goes by if you have experience, if you're good at the job. That's all it is.
Correct.
They're not there to be racist against you. If you're a black man, if you're a Hispanic man, a Chinese guy, an Asian guy, and if you can do the job good, you will get hired. So quit trying to use the race card on everything that you do, because
that goes for everybody.
That goes for everybody. That goes for me, for Marcos, for anybody here at Black River Studios. We're all here because we're all good at our jobs. I don't care what color skin you got, but the one thing that we will not tolerate is people trying to use our name even though they don't work here. That's the one thing that pisses me off of what people do. Don't do that.
Let's not go there right now.
I know that.
We can go there in a minute.
But I'm just saying. That was the whole reason behind what happened the other day. But anybody can work here. I don't care what color skin you got. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you have a felony.
We don't care who you are.
I don't give a shit about that. If you can do the job, you can work here. So there we go.
Bottom line, don't take credit for the shit we do and put your name on it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put my hat back on.
So,
Sorry, I forgot to put my hat back on.
It's an ugly hat. So anyway, in all aspects, Trump is only doing what the democracy wanted to do back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And now because Trump is actually doing it and taking money back from what the Democrats did, now they're freaking out because now they're getting the poor.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
going to end up in the poorhouse.
Yep.
Because Trump is going to take all that money back, especially from Ukraine, especially from China and Russia and Afghanistan.
Europe.
He's taking all that money back and doing a tariff on all those illegals that the countries know that they're here. They're like, you take your people back, or I'm going to charge you taxes.
You know what I think is funny too?
200% on taxes.
You know what I think is funny too is that people. Huh?
That's a lot of money.
Hell yeah, it is. Another funny thing is that Trump got Japan to invest in $1 trillion
Oh yeah, dude.
in American products. How
Yes.
fucking badass is that?
See, that's gangster right
Now,
there.
you didn't see Biden doing any of that shit because he didn't care. Because he didn't care about America.
Period.
And neither did Harris.
He worried more. Well, okay. In Biden's defense, Biden couldn't even change his own pamper. Okay. It was the cabinet and the office that were doing all these things behind his back and saying, "Oh, this is for this," and he's signing it, not even reading it because he couldn't read
Biden didn't know what he was
read a
signing.
Cracker Jack box. Okay, he couldn't read a Cracker Jack box. He was just signing off his fucking name. Okay?
Biden couldn't even read a cereal
Biden,
box.
like little. What do you call them? Little
Hello,
hamsters.
Jamie. Hello, wow. Tito, what up?
So they were just using him. But I told you before, when he got into presidency, they're only doing this because now when Trump comes back into office, I didn't say when or if, I said when he comes back into office, Trump is going to look like a fucking hero.
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't Trump looking like a fucking hero today?
Exactly.
Stop me when I lied. This was back in 2020 when I told Ben that.
Yep.
And I told him that Trump's going to look like a hero.
Exactly.
And he told exactly what the democracy was doing.
I gotta move that camera.
So, in all things, look, we can sit there, we can bitch, we can complain, we can cry, we can do whatever it is that we're going to do. Bottom line, we can't change shit unless we stand up and do what we have to do that's best for our country. And that's either go with the flow, stand up for what we believe in, make campaigns, do it the correct way, and move on.
There we are.
You see what I'm saying? We just have to move on. Because, hey, if you're living life and you got a good life, continue doing that. Quit listening to all this hoopla about this person this and that person that and that person this and oh my God, now we got this disease and we got that. If you got a good life going, live your life. Continue living your life. Don't worry about everything that's happening in the news or what people have to say. Don't worry about all that crap.
And Trump also said that because everybody's like, oh, I thought he was going to lower prices from day one. He never said that.
He never said that.
He said there's steps that they have to do first in order to get to that point. And energy, becoming more energy independent, is something that has to happen before that happens.
Right.
And that's what he just signed today.
He has to find out how to get it back in order and how to give the Americans back their money. It's not going to be a one-day thing. It's going to take
Let's listen
time
on live now from
to do all
Fox.
that. It's going to find out who was guilty, put them away, and then grab that money that they use. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. People are wondering why Trump is not doing this and why eggs are still expensive. Well, things take time. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here. We have largely an energy group today. We're looking to be very energy dominant, and we will be in a very short order. These are great professionals, but before we do that, we'll be signing an executive order having to do with COVID and schools. Lindsay?
Yep. So this first executive order, it prohibits federal funding for COVID-19 mandates, vaccine mandates in schools.
Okay, and that will meaning they want to clear that up,
Yep.
the discrepancy.
So any schools that require students to be vaccinated with COVID-19 shot, then there's no more federal funding, so.
Okay? Okay, that solves that problem.
Schools are
So
not
will
allowed
the Department of Education have to handle that?
Yes, it'll go through the Department of
That should have been
Education.
done
Okay?
already. Which
Thanks.
means the vaccine didn't work.
Can I make one comment, Mr. President?
Yes, please.
As a father of 9, thank you. We should have parental freedom to decide what vaccines our kids take, as opposed to school systems and governors forcing upon the people that love these kids the most, which is the parents. So thank you for signing that.
Great, thank you very much. People wanted that very badly. Okay.
Okay, and here is an executive order establishing the National Energy Dominance Council. So that will be chaired by the Secretary of the Interior, Mr. Burgum, and the Vice Chair, Chris Wright. And so this will reduce costs with respect to energy, establish American independence with energy, and
Their vein glows.
It does?
Yeah. Because some of that ingredients that are in the vaccine, the second shot, is what you'll find in the fucking glow stick.
Let's hear that one again.
The people that love these kids the most, which is the parents. So thank you for signing that.
Great, thank you very much. People wanted that very badly. Okay.
Okay, and here is an executive order establishing the National Energy Dominance Council. So that will be chaired by the Secretary of the Interior, Mr. Burgum, and the Vice Chair, Chris Wright. And so this will reduce costs with respect to energy, establish American independence with energy, and also unleash energy dominance.
Good, thank you. And this is a big deal. We have more energy than any other country, and now we're unleashing it, to put it nicely. And I'd like to ask Doug, you're going to be heading it up. You and Chris, would you say a few words about it, please?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. Good afternoon. President Trump wisely understood that under the Biden administration, there was a war against American energy, and today that war officially has ended. President Trump on day one declared a national energy emergency. And this is a real emergency because under the Biden administration restricted the production of oil and gas. Production's still coming, but when you stop holding leases, when you take 625 million acres of land out of ocean land, out of production possibilities through an executive order, you're really restricting the balance sheet of America. But today, as President Trump said, this is unleashed. The National Energy Dominance Council will be made up, all the folks that are standing beside me here, other cabinet leaders and many more, represent President Trump's wise decision that we need a whole of government approach to unwind. The Biden administration had a whole of government approach that had the war against U.S. energy. Now we need to turn that around 180 degrees and unleash that potential. We've got to unleash it from the Gulf of America all the way up to Alaska. We have amazing resources in this country, and we haven't been getting a return on them. Many of these are under public lands. The interior has 500 million acres of surface, 700 million acres of subsurface minerals, critical minerals, and offshore close to 2 billion acres. And that balance sheet is the biggest balance sheet in the world, and it's been completely underutilized. Everybody knows we have 36 trillion in debt as a country, but no one knows how many hundreds of trillions of dollars of assets we have. And President Trump is asking us to go get a return on that investment for the American people. And with that, we're going to have prosperity at home with lower prices, and we're also going to have peace abroad. Because the wars that we've been engaged in, or our allies have been fighting over the past few years, have been funded by the oil sales of our adversaries. So we have an opportunity, and we also are in an AI arms race with China. The only way we win that is with more electricity. And we also have an energy emergency in terms of electricity. Too much intermittent, unreliable, not enough base load. We've been shutting down the base load that we have. President Trump is going to reverse that, and it's going to allow us to win the AI arms race, which is the most important thing that we have to do relative to our future. So with that, I want to say again, thank you to President Trump, and I want to thank my fellow members of the Energy Council here. I'm going to kick it over to the Vice Chair, Chris Wright, who's the Secretary of the Department of Energy.
Thank you, Secretary Burgum. Today is truly a great day for our country today. And Secretary Burgum laid out so many of the problems the last 4 years. If you put barriers in front of energy, you make it more expensive, you make it less reliable, you make it harder to do business here, and harder for our consumers to pay their bills. With this fantastic action from our president, we now have authority across the government to lean in to fix these problems. And I'll start out with one specific right away. This morning, I signed our first LNG export license, unpausing the pause in action. The Commonwealth LNG project that'll be on the Gulf Coast in Louisiana is now officially ready to go. This will be a large construction project for American workers. It'll draw demand for more American energy production that'll be shipped overseas to our allies. Many more of those to come. We're also working aggressively to roll back standards that have made appliances more expensive for Americans, and dishwashers that take 2 hours long and don't get your dishes clean. Nobody likes that. That's about standing in the way. And with this President Trump and our new National Energy Dominance Council, there's so many things we can do to make American lives better, bring down costs and grow opportunities. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to a fellow member of the council, our Administrator of the EPA, Lee Zeldin.
Thank you, Secretary, and honored to be serving on the Energy Dominance Council. At EPA, we're doing our part to power the great American comeback. And President Trump has made it clear that he wants EPA to be doing our job.
Okay, so here's the thing is everybody needs to realize what's happening right now. is that they're making America energy independent like it was the last time he was in office when everything started dropping in price. Oh, but everybody was all of a sudden nobody wants Trump again.
Okay, hang on.
I don't understand why
So
you would.
let me make this more so you guys can understand in layman's terms. Okay, we have oil and gases here in America that we call our own. What Biden did is he shut all the lines down, and he used Afghanistan, he used Japan, he used all these other countries to use their oil, to use their gases, to use everything
To pay them,
to
pretty
pay
much.
them. So we would have to depend on other countries for our gas and oils. Okay, again, let me put it this way: when all this was happening, even though when I ran the two stores, before Biden was even in office, okay, I was buying barrels of oil for $75. Okay, $175. Sorry, $175. Once Biden got into office and he started shutting down all these oil things, all the companies, blah blah blah, shutting off the pipelines, everything else, my barrels went from $175 to $550.
Damn.
Because now we're grabbing oil from a different country and not our own land.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
And that goes off of how gas prices go.
Exactly. So off the oil, that's how
Per
gases
barrel.
are made, and that's how gas you fill up your vehicle, and that's how things are made. But since we're grabbing everything else from a different country, now they're extremely high. Why? Because now we got to pay back a foreign country.
Exactly.
Now this is what Biden is going to reverse. So this is why it's going from Trump. He wants to reverse everything and turn Gulf of Mexico into Gulf of America, so we can drill by Texas because there's where most of the oil is anyway.
Yep.
And then once we start drilling there, we grab our own oil, grab our own gases. Guess what? Our gas could go down to $1.97, up to 97 cents a gallon.
It could.
Okay,
It probably will.
Our oils go right back down to what it was, $175 a barrel, meaning you guys' oil changes will no longer be $100. Now it could be $25 to $50.
Right.
Okay. There's why everybody's like, why is the oil changes so expensive?
That's why.
There you go.
They got to pay all that oil, or they got to pay back what they just bought.
Exactly.
So exactly, that makes sense. Like 5 customers pays back that 1 barrel.
Exactly.
Pretty
so
much.
even like you, I mean, both of us worked in the oil industry, meaning like AutoZone or Advanced Auto. Your 5 little quarts.
I worked at both of those places.
Well, you know how Valvoline, you got Valvoline, you got all these other different companies.
Chevron and all that.
Yeah, oil. The 5 quarts.
The bigger
the big
yeah.
one. But then they give you all these other essentials like your pan, your oil, their oil, but you got your filter, your pan, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they got that only because they know that you buying this big bottle of oil that carries 5 quarts, all this other stuff, what you paid for this oil, you could have paid for all this all at one time.
Yep.
So now they say, oh, it's free, which actually you done paid for it.
Yeah.
Because actually, what you paid for was for that whole kit.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to read between the lines. And this is why
You
they're
know what? I'm
reversing
gonna
everything.
do something real quick. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put it here, and I'll put it in here. Hold on. Wait, I'll put it right here so that we both see it. There. So this is the same thing that we're watching over here, as you can see. So this is like I was saying, something that people just don't get, where it's like, this is something that needed to happen in America. This is something that, like we said, and like he said in the very beginning, this is what we got to do. We got steps to take. He just said it was going to start from day one. He didn't say everything was going to be done in day one.
Yeah, it started from day one that Biden came into office.
Let's be smart, people. Come on. You guys are just trying to find ways to get out of.
You guys are trying to find a reason to be mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop.
That's exactly what it is.
to ensure that we are unleashing energy dominance however we can help, that we are assisting in making America the AI capital of the world, that we are pursuing permitting reform, that we are helping to bring back American auto jobs. This is the mandate of the American public. The Trump mandate, it was clear, and the guidance from President Trump to me when he asked me, thankfully, for the opportunity for us to be able to serve together in partnership to unleash energy dominance. This is a moment that we must meet. To that end, it is important to note that the prior Biden-Harris EPA issued a waiver to California for tailpipe emissions. This was a rule that should have been submitted to Congress. We will submit it to Congress. Congress will have the opportunity through the Congressional Review Act to make that waiver go away. We will do everything in our part to help the American people to make life in America more affordable. The golden age of American success is upon us. If you're excited about the last 3 weeks, that was just a taste of the main event, the entree to come, the next 4 years being the greatest term in the history of the American presidency. With that, I'd like to introduce Sean Duffy.
Thank you. So, first of all, thank you for the work on dishwashers. We use more water to wash our dishes before we put them in the dishwasher.
That's right.
We're not saving water, we're using more water, so thank you for that. But I'm also joining the EPA. We've introduced our rules to start to look at the CAFE standards. So we're looking at how much it costs for end users when they put gas in their car. And the Biden era standards are costing billions of dollars in taxes and carbon credits, which drive up the cost of vehicles. And so we're going to remedy that, rectify it, and make sure we're bringing down the cost of a car, number one. Number two, if I could just mention, Mr. President, per your direction, we are going to move forward with a permitting process for the Texas Gulf Link deep water port, making sure we can move energy in and out of the country. So that was held up for 5 years. And it was stonewalled, bureaucrats got in the way. We're now going to move forward with that, making sure we have great oil infrastructure in the country.
Great, thanks. Great
And
job.
Howard Lutnick?
Yes.
So, the nanny state, you're feeling the end of the nanny state. From straws made of paper to regulation endlessly harming Americans and holding us back. It slows down our production and manufacturing, which we were talking about with the Prime Minister of India yesterday. You hear
that Coke is a lot better than Pepsi.
Oh my God.
hearing that about energy dominance. It's going to go away. We're going to care about Americans. The Trump administration and this president cares about Americans, and you're going to feel it change. You're going to feel the price of energy coming down. You're going to feel prices coming down. You're going to feel an explosion. The golden age of manufacturing of America has always been there. It's just been stifled by regulation, and that time is over.
Thank you very much, Howard.
Mr. President, I just want to say that you've built such an incredible team, and Secretary and Chairman Burgum, that he's been working on this his whole life. And so what I expect you to see, sir,
they're going to be the ones that are going to look like fucking dumbasses.
That's true.
Oh,
Bitch all you want.
is action as early as next week that is going to shock people about how good it is for Americans. And so thank you for your leadership, sir.
Thank you very much, Kevin. And we are also working on a project that has been under wraps for 20 years. Everybody wanted it. It's been held up by New York. It's a pipeline that will bring down the energy prices in New York and in all of New England by 50, 60, 70%. It should have been done years ago. We'll be speaking to New York, and the New York is actually the...
This is what we've been talking about.
Like, exactly. So this is exactly what we've been trying to
He is trying to bring money back into America. He's going to start from day one, meaning things that Biden signed from day one that corrupted America in the first place. He has to
from
reverse.
the Biden-Harris administration.
He has to reverse.
I'm going to say it, and I don't care. The Biden-Harris administration screwed America's butthole so high, so wide, that everybody can fit inside of it.
And he gave America what? Wait, it was
AIDS?
Was that too? Viruses.
Viruses,
Anyway,
exactly.
That's
Vaccines that didn't work.
which is why Biden was buying off people. Well, here's $2,400 a month.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that same thing, like I
The
said,
people
when
that were on unemployment because they couldn't go to work, such as myself, because of COVID.
Same here.
Not only was I collecting unemployment, but I was collecting the $2,400 check.
I mean, I was fine with it. Fuck.
What else could I do? It was,
I mean, what else could
on
we-
risk because our company already signed for that.
Exactly.
So we weren't losing out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's honestly, that's kind of like, I mean, what else could they do?
Nothing.
I mean, like they caused it, so they had to find something to make it look like, oh, look what happened. Let's, we feel bad for these people. Let's give them money so because we made them stay home. We got to make, they still got to pay their bills and things like that. Let's send them checks.
Exactly.
Let's get them unemployment.
Let's buy them.
Yeah.
Let's buy them up.
Yep.
The biggest beneficiary because their energy costs are very high. This will reduce them very substantially. But all of the governors want this to happen, and I think it's going to happen. It's now going to happen. It's something that's would rather not have to go eminent domain. We'll do that if we have to in New York, but hopefully we won't have to do that. This again will bring down energy prices in New England by numbers that nobody can even believe, probably 50, 60%, maybe even more than that. A lot of them don't even pay energy because they have no energy. They use logs. They go out and they cut down a tree. It's really a terrible situation. So we're going to get this done, and we can have it done once we start construction. We're looking at anywhere from 9 to 12 months, if you can believe it. It's going to go very rapidly.
Here's one thing that I don't understand is, I mean, and I get because of the energy part, but how are, like, for example, cable companies, phone companies, how are they raising prices when they don't change anything?
Okay.
Nothing's added on. There's nothing new there.
Okay, so because I did work for a cable company as well, and how that works, okay, they put you all this bundle and says, okay, for 6 months you only paid this per month, but then all of a sudden, with the fine print that nobody ever reads,
right? Oh, that they can change the
they
price.
can change the price, even though you had an agreement of this is the certain price you can pay for 6 months. You should have read the back form and the bottom line, the bottom paragraph. It says at any time with an agreement of the price, they can change the price. If any satellites, any downgrades, or anything that happens with the satellite system,
Well, I
change.
do know about, how they say, oh, you get this price for 2 years. After that, it goes back to normal price. I get that part. But in the meantime, for people that don't have that deal and are getting the higher prices, because, for example, Netflix, they raised their prices, but nothing changed. It's still a streaming system.
It's still a streaming system, which is everybody went to a Fire Stick. Everybody is starting to cut cable, all because Fire Stick.
But that's the only thing about Fire Stick. You don't even need a Fire Stick if you have a smart TV.
Technically, with the Fire
that's
Stick,
what I
you
was
can
told.
you can jailbreak your Fire Stick, and you can get regular cable.
Oh yeah, that you're fine.
You can get regular cable. You can get movies. You can get because I can still do it now.
No, I know, but I'm saying
I
because
watch all these good movies up in the theater that I don't have to even move my.
no,
I don't
I'm talking about, okay, for example, when I worked at Best Buy, we had the Fire Stick like rep guy come in.
Yep.
And he literally said, the only reason why you really need these is if you don't have a smart TV.
Yeah.
If you have a USB port.
Exactly.
So, but people started doing that.
Yeah, because we
jailbreaking them and things like that.
I mean, they found ways.
We all found ways.
They found ways to jailbreak these Fire Sticks to where now you can get regular cable, you can watch your sports, you can do anything that you want.
Yeah.
And watch anything that you want for free.
True.
And you don't have to pay a dime. Don't come to me thinking I'm just going to jailbreak your.
Yeah, we don't do that. All right, let's.
So anyway,
watch this until he signs it, and then we'll stop the video. So here we go.
The other thing I'd like Doug to mention, the 635 million acres that Biden so viciously took out of our net worth. If you look at it from the standpoint of a company, you talk about net worth. They've destroyed our net worth. We're putting it back. It will be back as of this afternoon. And Doug, could you mention that? All of the millions and millions of acres that he just handed back to
Yes,
nobody.
the executive order by President Biden that wiped out these trillions from our balance sheet. President Trump signed an executive order instructing me as the Secretary of Interior to unban that ban, and that's been accomplished. And so those are back on the U.S. balance sheet.
Okay.
Sorry, which one is that?
The 625 million acres of offshore that was banned from further lease sales.
Further anything.
And 625 million acres is
Right.
1/3 the size of the lower 48 that was taken off our balance sheet. It's back on there now. President Trump cares about the American people. He knows that these public lands belong to the public. They don't belong to Washington bureaucrats from the prior administration. And we're going to make sure that we get a return on investment for the American people.
The amount of money that he took off our balance sheet, if you look at his balance sheet, it was incalculable. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And he did that, I guess, in the last few days of the administration. He just wiped it out. 635 million acres, which if you sit down and look, it's like, that's a major part of the ocean. And he just gave it away and took it away. And fortunately, it wasn't done with an act of Congress or anything. And we did it in a, I think, very abbreviated, very quick, and very legal procedure. And it's now back on our balance sheet. It's back as part of our country. What they did was so horrible. It was just a terrible thing to do, an unbelievable thing to do. Also, they mentioned dishwashers and sinks and showers and the whole thing. We're going to get rid of those restrictions. You have many places where they have water. They have so much water they don't know what to do with it. But people buy a house, they turn on the sink and water barely comes out. They take a shower and water barely comes out.
He has to go back and research everything they did so he can reverse them.
Right, exactly.
So things are going to take time. So the first thing, so if you go back in your history, go back to 2020 and go into where Biden actually signed his first agreement, find out what that is, and then follow along there. That's what he's doing and reversing everything.
Yep, exactly.
So if you go back to 2020 when Biden got into presidency, that first order that he signed, that was the first order that Trump reversed.
And so let's continue to listen to this. But before we do, let's do our sponsor video real quick. Our sponsors are Papa John's, located at 280 North River Avenue, Holland, Michigan. Give them a call, 616-355-7272. Southside Cuts, located at 114 West 16th and 375 Columbia Avenue. Give them a call, 616-836-7502 for your next haircut. Pure West Compassion Club, located at 9730 Adams Street, right here in Holland. Give them a call, 616-772-9420 if you have any questions. All right, we're back, everybody. We're going to go ahead and watch the rest of this until he signs it.
Before we start, happy Valentine's one more time from Black River Studios. And just know that we feel you guys. We're all single people that, well, I think I'm the only single one here. Out of everybody here, I'm the only single person in here. So, hey, I'll be hopefully at the office after this studio. So,
well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
All right, well, let's go ahead and finish watching this real quick, and then we'll see until he signs it.
And it's an unnecessary restriction. And basically, I think we're going to be going back to the Trump rule. We had it, and everybody was happy. And then these people came in and they restricted it again. So we're going back and we'll get it approved by Congress. In addition, we'll get it approved by Congress. So for 4 years, it's good, but we're going to get it permanently taken care of. And again, very environmentally friendly. But we want to be able to, when somebody turns on a sink to wash their hands or presses the button for a dishwasher and there's barely enough water there's no water. And, you know what they do? They press the button 10 times. They run it 10 times. So it ends up costing a lot more. So I know you're working on that. And where are we on that?
We're working closely with the Department of Energy with regards to rules that were enacted during the Biden administration. Inside of the EPA, we are overhauling the water sense standards that are there to update them for the American people, to bring down cost of living and combat inflation, and just pursue common sense.
Good. Well, we have more oil and gas than anybody else in the world. We're opening up ANWR again. As you know, we got something Ronald Reagan couldn't do it. No president was able to do it. I got it. And the first week in office, the Biden administration terminated that. ANWR is the biggest site, probably bigger than Saudi Arabia. We don't know yet, but it's of that size or bigger. and we hit gold, and I call it liquid gold, but we hit gold, and for whatever reason, they terminated it, and we were just ready to start utilizing it. This could take care of all of Asia, energy-wise, very close to Japan. In fact, Japan wants to go and be our partner doing the pipeline going right into the ships. So they expressed tremendous interest. So did Prime Minister Modi of India. And just in closing, both Prime Minister Modi and the Prime Minister of Japan, both very good people, they said we couldn't make a deal. We couldn't get any energy. I mean, you wonder what was going on with our country. They couldn't make a deal to get any energy from the Biden administration. They just couldn't do it. There was nobody to deal with. They didn't know how to go about it. And they're very happy that we're here. But we're going to really benefit our taxpayers, and we're going to benefit our country. So I want to thank everybody for coming. This is a very big bill. This is really going to be energy dominant. We're going to be energy dominant like nobody else. And this doesn't even discuss all of the electricity that we're going to be producing for all of the AI plants. You know, they need double the electricity at least that we have right now. So you take all of our electricity that we have all over the country just for AI to do it right and to win that war, which we're leading by a lot because of what we've done over the last few weeks. We're leading by actually a lot. But if you take all of it, we have to double our electricity needs just for the AI, and that doesn't include the other technologies. So it's a real honor to sign this bill. We're going to also work on CAFE standards. Lee, you're going to be doing that and make that whole situation, bring that back into reality, and I think very quickly, having to do with cars. Thank you very much.
Nobody cut any tariffs yesterday as part of your meeting?
No, but in 2 weeks we will have another one. Yesterday was very big. Reciprocal tariffs was very big, and I explained to the Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Modi, very good man. His tariffs are very, very high. India's tariffs are among the highest. And I said, well, now, you know, we were very low. We were the lowest. They're just about the highest.
Soon enough,
There are others as high, but not much higher. And I said, no, from now.
In a couple of weeks, not saying that things are going to be perfect, but they will go down.
Yes, you will notice a difference. I'm not saying it's going to go down to 97 cents. Don't sit there and say, what happened to the prices going down? I didn't say it was going to happen tomorrow. I mean, come on.
It will happen.
Come on, people. Chill. Relax. Let things happen.
It's just like when you tell people I'll be there in a minute and you guys take 2 hours.
Exactly. That's
the same difference.
That's most of us Hispanics.
That's most y'all. I'm always precise on my time.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that was definitely.
I can name everybody here that's always late.
Yeah, we're always late here. But we're always late, but then we're always here most of the time. But I got the shirt on, so if anybody's looking for a secret sauce shirt, get a hold of Mario Herrera.
The secret sauce.
The secret sauce shirt. So yeah, get a hold of Mario Herrera here on Facebook and tell them what size you need, what kind you want. They got hoodies and everything else. What does Marcos want to say with his Coke bottle?
Coke is better than Pepsi. It's always better than a bag than it is in a bottle. Just I'm playing people.
Oh, jeez.
Y'all laugh. Damn.
All right, let's go ahead and thank Trump again for what he's been doing for this country. You know, yes, America is a free country. It is a free country. We know that. But for the ones that want to be here and the ones that get here correctly and the ones that were born here.
And don't cry, man. I'm telling you, man, just because you go into an appointed court system where people are trying to figure out what they're doing in their city, and you go in there crying with makeup that's like halfway across your ears, lipstick that's around your damn beard,
you ain't gonna get.
You're not gonna get nowhere because you look like a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And I'm not judging you. I'm just saying that's just how
you know. We're not judging anybody, but you look ridiculous.
You do.
I mean, it's.
You're not making your point valid.
Yeah, exactly.
You're making our point valid. You know, and it's all you're doing. And the point of the rest of America is you guys look like dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the point you guys are trying to make is, oh, here I am. No, come on.
But here's the thing: is you know, you want to be you, be you.
at home.
But we don't need to be involved in your
Exactly.
of drag queens and bullshit like that because it's stupid.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm
Look,
going to tell you
I
that
have
right now.
a
That's
lot-
ridiculous.
Okay, look,
We don't need that involved
I
with
am not
schools at
racist,
all.
and I am not sexist. I am not nothing. I got cousins, guys and girls that are gay, but they hold themselves to a point where they have morals, they have respect, self-worth, they have goals, they have dreams, and you know what? They bust their ass at work and they don't say nothing to nobody and they keep to themselves. They're actual nice citizens of this country.
Exactly.
Half these people are sitting there saying, "You should tell these people that they're wrong." See, there's where you're wrong.
Yeah,
Don't do
exactly.
that.
So
Don't do that.
to end the story of, the episode, that we as people in this country, yes, you have a right to do whatever you want, whatever you want. You can grow up and be a freaking football star.
Toys
you
R Us
can be a-
kid.
Yeah, I mean, grow up to be a freaking clown, unless
Well, they don't prove that.
yeah. That's what all the Biden administration did was they grew up to be clowns. But no, but for real, I mean, you can be whatever you want, but don't force
Don't
something
force
on somebody
down
that
somebody's throat that they don't believe in.
that they don't believe. Exactly. That's exactly what I was.
I mean, even pastors, listen, they're coming to me if you want to be a Christian or be a Catholic or be whatever. They're not going to sit there and throw God down your throat. They just say, "Hey, just study."
Independent.
Yeah, just
Is there such thing as independent? No, was it? Non-denomination.
non-denomination. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was thinking of something.
Non-denomination.
Non-denominational. That's what I.
But you know, the relationship with God is the most important. So it doesn't matter what we think or what we want you to know. It's the relationship with you and God personally. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
So at this point, I'm going to say God bless, be safe, and you know the roads are probably horrible out there, so just be safe
It's
when
not
you're
even
out there.
snowing.
But anyway, you know those are Valentine's Day. I know you guys are going to get drunk, probably get some whoopee. Just be safe, wear a condom, and don't do something stupid. Because next thing you know, by next year, your date is going to become with babysitters and everything else.
Exactly.
Be careful.
And you'll have to be buying diapers.
Diapers instead of roses.
Yep, there you go. Diapers.
Plan right.
Or diapered roses.
Hope you can afford it.
All right, everybody, you guys have a good night. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, this is a podcast. This is an episode that we are just, this is our opinions. This is what we think.
Some facts.
Facts. Well, it's all facts because we're right. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
But here's the thing is, when we post stuff that show proof of
what we talk about,
what we were talking about, how are you going to defend that? How are you going to show me, oh, well, this is what's going on? They're showing everything that's going on. They're not hiding anything. They're finding all this stuff.
Okay, let's go back to that.
Okay.
Trump was in, I can't believe what show he was on, but she asked him, if I asked you for the JFK files, would you unfile them? He said yes. What about the Martin Luther King? Would you unfile that? He said yes. What about the 9/11? Would you unfile that? Yes. I have nothing to hide, and I will let anything go. Anybody that wants to know anything about what's happening in this country, I will let them know freely.
I agree that the government had something to do with 9/11.
The government had something to do with 9/11.
Oh, yeah, they
because
did.
all the files and everything they had to do, all the corruption they were doing was in those files in those Twin Towers. Because who went from the Otagon to the Twin Towers is how it went.
That's the thing is it was so crazy that all happened.
And
let's just attack the government buildings.
So,
or somewhere where we knew was a what do you call it? A financial location, for where they knew a big financial what the hell do you call it? Revenues, yeah, stuff like that was happening, such as New York City,
which is the
World Trade
biggest
Center, obviously
with the Wall Street.
Wall Street was there in that area.
So let's put it this way.
Slowed down Wall Street.
Let's put it this way. I've been in construction for many years. Okay, I know steel. I know cement. I know how destruction works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hitting the plane exactly where the Twin Towers got hit. Only the first few floors below that should have crumbled, and that was it. But if you look at the video completely,
bombs underneath
at every floor, once that plane hit, it said boom, and all you see is boom, 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 boom. That's not a domino effect. That was explosives.
Oh yeah, that has to be, because there's no way that bottom And those buildings were made so they wouldn't fall like that.
They're made out of steel and
They're made
cement.
Exactly. They were supposed to withstand stuff like that.
And steel.
But all of a sudden, now they're not. Now all of a sudden they're not. Just like the Titanic. Obviously, the Titanic is a boat, a ship
made of steel.
Made of steel, but it still collapsed. So it's like.
So let's put it this way.
Something happened along
the plane. Put it this way: you take an aluminum can and you throw it against steel and cement. What happens to the aluminum can?
It crumbles, it crushes.
Exactly.
It dents.
What is a plane made out of?
Probably aluminum.
Metal
Steel.
and aluminum.
Yeah.
Okay, metal bends. Aluminum gets crushed.
Yeah.
But because of the gas and engines, it explodes.
The heat and everything.
Okay. Now, even though it hits that building, it should have just gone into halfway and exploded. But no, it shows you the plane going in and coming out the other end. It wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that shouldn't have fallen. But all right, well, we're going to go ahead and call it a night, everybody. We appreciate you joining. We will see you guys Monday night. Yeah, so we'll be back then. Everybody have a good night, and we'll
Good
see
night.
you
God
then.
bless. Be
Peace.
safe.